So you want her to respect you as a leader, but you have no structure. You have no routine. Hell, you don't even know what you're gonna do tomorrow. So how does that work? What do I mean by structure? Well, let me break it down to you like this, right? Let's say back when you did sports in school, right? You had a coach. Every day you kind of knew what to expect with this coach. There's a structure, there's a routine. You know, on certain days, you guys are going to be doing this. It's conditioning, endurance, there's going to be some strength training, or we're going to have to do this. Coach said it from the get-go so that it's easier for you to follow because there's a structure in place. All right, and then there's consequences to if you go outside that structure, right? That creates a reverence for your coach. There's a level of respect there. Because Joe show up late, 10 minutes late to the goddamn, to the workout, to the practice, everybody gotta run some suicides around this bitch now. And then y'all get on Joe's ass because your leg was already hurting from yesterday, and now you gotta run suicides because another man was late. Now you gonna get on him now. Joe got his shit together now. So then the team works together and how it works. Coach's structure is working. But it's because he set one up from the get-go. You get what I'm saying? If you didn't play sports, everyone knows, whatever school you went to, I don't care what school you went to, everyone knows there was that one teacher you just couldn't play with. And they also said it from the get-go, hey, look, this is how my class is going to be structured. And then they maintained consistency. Every day, you knew what to expect. It went exactly as they worded it out in the beginning. And because of that, you'll follow along. See what I just said? You'll follow. Just like your girl should follow you. But you need to be a leader first. You need to have structure. So the question comes back down to this. How do I implement structure into my relationship? Better yet, how do I get her to respect me as a man, as a leader, as the provider and protector that I am, that I want to be, that's inside of me instinctually? How do I get her to respect this? Because that's what you want. You want the utmost from women in your life. All right? You want your lady to have that same reverence that she has for her boss at work, for when you had that coach in school, or that one teacher or principal, or that one parent you knew you couldn't play with, the disciplinary parent. That same reverence needs to be there in a relationship. Same logic applies. Provide structure so she can follow. It's that simple. How do you do it? Get your shit together. It's really that simple. I could really end the video right there, but I'm gonna dive a little deeper for the guys that need a little bit more, right? Because you're not naturally gonna know this. This is something you learn through someone else who has the wisdom, has lived through it, or you obtain the wisdom yourself by living life, right? What do I mean by getting your shit together? How do you build a structure and get her to follow it? Getting your shit together isn't just having a nice car, your own place, stable job. Sure, these things definitely help, and you should get them and make sure you have them as a grown-ass man, right? But younger guys or, guys who are still on that journey, on that path right now, who might not got it right now, there's other ways to get your shit together before all of that, all right? Getting your shit together isn't just physical, tangible things. It's mainly a mindset. And that's where it really begins. See, because this is something you need to choose. No one can make you do this. You have to choose this, right? So, what do I mean by having this shit together? I mean, present yourself as a grown damn man and act like it. Be the man that you always dreamed about becoming. So, what are some ways you can do that before, you can't, it's easy to just tell somebody, get a stable job, get your own place, get you a car. It's easier said than done, right? For some people, it's a little bit more difficult, especially right now. Economy all fucked up, right? Job market fucked up, so I get it. There's other ways, though. It's all about it's all about your image and your appearance, too. It's all about your mindset. It's all about how you see yourself. It's all about confidence. Getting your shit together is just accumulating small wins so that you can build confidence, because real confidence has receipts. It has things you can fall back on and remember, like, oh yeah, I had this win, I had this success, so I know I could do it again. Boom, you got confidence. There's only two ways to have that real burning confidence that people can feel. Either build up the wins and the proof so that you know and that other people can see that you've won and you'll have confidence that way, or two, just fake it till you make it. Be as delusional as possible and believe in yourself to the point of delusion. And eventually you'll start to genuinely believe it and you'll start to be really confident. But we really, as Apex Men, want to focus on the first way. Because like I said, real confidence has receipts. Okay? So back to what I was saying. It's a mindset, but a lot of getting your shit together can be felt by people. It's an energy. It's an aura. There's been people that have come up to me just randomly play at the bar, at the gym, stuff like that, ask me questions about certain shit, or even just straight up tell me, or kind of just make a statement like, damn, you must got your shit together. They can feel it. It's the way that you walk. It's the way that you speak. It's the way that you present yourself as a grown damn man. It's the clothes you wear. It's how well groomed you are. As a grown man who has his shit together, it's almost impossible for people to not feel that presence. It's a commanding presence, a commanding respect. You're garnering it, and you're displaying just pure discipline. It's just oozing out of your pores. People can feel this. People can see it, especially women. Women are very great at attention to detail. Okay? This is why I say a lot of it has to do with your image and appearance. You need to make sure you're dressing nice. Dress like a grown goddamn man. Leave the goddamn white t-shirts and the graphic tees and the basketball shorts. Leave that shit for the high schoolers and the middle schoolers, all right? You're grown up now. All right, it's time to level up. Level up your wardrobe. Present yourself as a grown damn man that someone can respect, all right? How would you feel if you had the doctor's office, your doctor came in wearing goddamn cargo pants and a graphic tee, and he got on a bullshit ass bracelet, and he just looking funky, his hair all crazy looking, look like he just woke up. All right, no type of lineup or anything, beard all scruffy. Okay, glasses got smears and shit on his he got stains on his clothes from lunch. Would you trust that doctor? Or would you trust the guy who is lined up, face is nice and groomed and clean, shaven? He has a nice watch on that signifies his success. He's been doing this for a while, obviously. He's got the bread. Nice lab coat, looking nice and clean, not a stain on it, not a wrinkle on it. Who would you trust to be your doctor? And that's just off first glance. That's just off them walking in the door. That's what I mean. Who would you think has their shit together more? That's what I mean. That's where it starts, okay? But again, this is the mindset. Once you get your shit together, your standard raises, okay? You choose better. You're more selective. You attract higher quality everything. People, opportunities, whatever. Women, right? You repel the opposite, the lower value shit, the chaos, okay? Because there's another side of this, and I'll speak on that in just a moment. It's not just about what you attract. That's not the only benefit of getting your shit together. It's also the things you repel that people overlook. But before I get into that, let me go back to the first part of this, the mindset, image and appearance, your discipline. Learn how to cut your own damn hair. Learn how to line yourself up in your mustache, your facial hair. Learn what looks best on you. Maybe you look better with a beard. Maybe you look better without one. Maybe you got a nice jawline. Show that thing off. Maybe you have no jawline. Grow out your beard as much as possible. Okay? Get in the gym. Work on your body. Okay? Just like what 50 Cent had talked about a few times. I think it's even in his book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. It's been some years since I read it, but I'm pretty sure he talked about it there when you're growing up in the hood in Southside Jamaica, Queens, and you got other people around you willing to try you. He said back then he had to build his body up just to work as kind of like a deterrence. Okay? That also applies in everyday life outside the hood. Building your body up will show your discipline off, like I said, like I mentioned before. It'll show people that you take care of yourself that you know how to eat clean, that you know how to do things that you don't want to do, that you can suffer through pain to get the results you want, that you'll put in the work, okay? It's almost the same idea of like getting a degree from college, and you apply to jobs and they see that you got the degree over someone who doesn't. It just shows that you can get the work done, you can get your chores done, right? It's the same thing. Take care of your shit that you got. Keep your clothes clean, keep your car clean, keep your crib clean, all right? Let's say you go pick up a girl, and matter of fact, let's say you are the girl. Some guy comes and you're just trying out different options and shit, you know? And this guy rolls up and he got goddamn French fries and shit between the seats. I've been there for the past few months, salt all over the place, goddamn candy wrappers and clothes in the back seat, trash all over. He's got shit on the seat. He got to move out the way for you before you even get in. You're going to think twice before you get in that goddamn car. Well, let's say you get in the car, right? And y'all go out to dinner. He's talking about going back to the crib. Immediately, you're going to be thinking about his car again. Like, oh, man, his car look like that. I know his crib got to be a mess. That's when women start coming up with that escape plan. Like, hey, you know what? I just realized I forgot to feed my turtle. Yeah, you think you could take me back home? And she's done. Just off that. It's something that quick. She got the free meal up out of you. She got a couple drinks. And now she's gone because she already seen what's going on there. Like I said, women are great with attention to detail. This is things they pick up on. They're great with sense. They understand. They have really good sense of smell. And very good attention to detail. They're gonna look at these things. They're gonna start correlating things to other things. Like, well, if his car look like that, his crib probably look like that. If his crib is a mess, I know his hygiene probably ain't on point. And now you ain't getting your dicks up. Yeah, because now she probably thinks, oh, you probably don't clean up down there. You probably been sweating, all collecting bacteria all in your hair. You ain't trimmed down for the past 2 years. And it's the summertime. Yeah, you ain't getting that, my boy. Yeah, you might as well pack it up. Take her back home so she can feed that turtle and that goldfish she got. Or she doesn't have. It don't matter. She needs to go home. She needs to get away from your ass. Right? These are the things y'all need to think about. And then let's switch the scenario. Let's say pull up in a nice car. It's spotless. You just got it freshly detailed. It's smelling amazing in there. She can get right in the car. Then you need to move out the way. You open up that door. She get right in. She's sitting comfortable and clean. She feel good. She already feels safer just right off the bat with you. Now y'all getting on a date. Now you be, hey, you know, it's kind of getting late. You want to come back to the crib? I got a nice bar set up. I know how to make a nice cocktail. We can have a, you know, end the night with a little nightcap. Yeah, you know what? He had a nice car. Seemed like a nice guy. Food was good. He has a bar. That's nice. Let me go check it out. She gets to the crib. When y'all open that door, and when she first walks in, she needs to be hit with a masculine, cleanly, just waft, right? The whole atmosphere of your crib needs to just be structured, okay? It needs to be just everything's put up, everything has its own place, all right? Smelling good, you got some candles lit, maybe tobacco, vanilla, or leather. You got some aroma diffusers on, spin out essential oils, incense burning, whatever you got. It need to be smelling good, it need to be looking good. And then typically what women to do too, to really test if you're cleanly or not, they'll go check out your bathroom, do the bathroom test on you. Your bathroom needs to be spotless. You need to have some flushable wipes in there. And that's not even just for women, that's just for any guest that's coming through. You need to offer these things so that people can feel comfortable and clean in your space. Okay? And people will admire and they'll see that and they'll have more respect for your shit because they see you take care of it, so they'll have more respect. Just like when you're in someone's car and it's nice and clean, you have more respect when you get up in there as opposed to a hoopty that has a bunch of clothes and fucking crumbs and shit all over the place. You'll just throw your dirty shoes up in there anywhere. You don't care. Put your feet on the dashboard. You hop in somebody's nice Mercedes or a Porsche truck, you hop in that motherfucker, you want to sit still. You don't even want to sneeze in there. You don't even want to blink. Might get some eye crust in there. You have more respect for it naturally because you see these people have their shit together. You get where I'm going with this. Getting your shit together is absolute apex. That's at the top. That's the first thing you need to do before anything else. You shouldn't be out here dating or chasing any women at all. We're not even gonna talk about chasing. You should get your shit together and attract higher quality women and other opportunities to you. And now let me talk about the other side, right? Let's talk about my guys who, let's say you've had a lady for a while, whether it's a girlfriend. I know some of you guys are married watching this. Whatever exclusive monogamous relationship, whatever you're in, long term, whatever, right? Whatever y'all want to call it, all right? Because this guy, you have full control over how far the relationship goes. Okay, that's all you. You should control that. Let's say you've been with one for a while, since you were younger, right? Back before you really developed this mindset, before you became the grown man that you are or are becoming now, right? You've been with this girl for a little while. Maybe your dad was around like that, or you didn't have no other type of masculine leadership to kind of teach you these things. So you've learned over time, or you learned from other guys over time, and now you starting to bring structure into your life. Okay? Go back to what I said before. You have to choose to do this. No one can force you to get your shit together or put you in this mind state of getting your shit together. Some almost has to hit you one day. Some guy hits you, and you just got to be like, you know what? You wake up and I got to get my shit together. I need to start going harder. I'm not doing enough. Yeah, I could do better in a few areas. I got to improve this shit. This ain't where I want to be at. I'm not getting the women I want to get. I don't really like my friend group that much. They too goofy and corny. Play around too much. No one's successful. Maybe I don't have a car or the car that I really want. I need to go harder. It has to hit you. And then this is what happens. Everyone has a different path, and you can't take certain people on the path with you. But when you wake up and you decide you want to take the apex path and you want to go down this path, and let's say, like I said, you with that girl that you've been with for a while. Y'all both started here, and there's a bunch of other paths from there y'all can go to, right? You want to take the apex path, right? Now, you can try to take a girl along with you, but let's say she's not ready yet. Like I said, people have to choose this. You can't force anyone to do anything. But you end up in your mind, I want to go down this path. This is what I want to do. Cool, perfect. You start walking, and y'all are holding hands, right? Because y'all are together, y'all lovey-dovey, y'all holding hands, and you start walking, and all of a sudden you feel a little resistance. Y'all been together all this long. Y'all been staying here. She's comfortable here. She's good here. She feels safe here. She knows this. This is familiar for her. Back when things were chaotic, when you were just like her, right? When y'all just did things based on how y'all felt that day. It's just all feelings. So I feel like doing this. I feel like doing this. And you start leaning into her energy, and she's leaning into your energy, and there's no structure, right? There's no structure for her to follow, because you're not following one. You can't lead like that. Y'all are just doing whatever y'all feel like. So you go start to walk down that path. You feel that resistance. What are you gonna do? You need to make a decision. Are you gonna look back, start comforting her, start asking her what's going on? Are you gonna walk back and go back to that familiar plane y'all was just standing on together, and now she's holding you back? You get that? You can't convince her to follow you down this path. She needs to want to do it for herself. You can't force anyone to do anything, right? So now you're being held back. Now there's resistance. You need to be strong enough to either get her to come along with you or leave her behind. But you have to make a choice. Because see, she's going to be comfortable in the familiarity of that chaos that the relationship once had. But now you're ready to grow. You're ready to get to that next level. And sometimes people choose to grow at different times. Sometimes people are ready at different times. And you can't control if she doesn't want to walk down that path with you. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So you need to be strong as an apex man to make that decision for both of y'all. Because if you're trying to go this way and she's adding resistance, what's that going to do? That's slowing you down. You're looking back, which we never want to do. And you're being held back. You're dealing with someone who doesn't want to follow you. Why? As an apex man, why are we doing that? Why are we allowing people into our lives, or women into our lives who don't want to follow us? It makes zero sense. All right, over here, we want higher quality women. We want high quality, beautiful, intelligent, submissive, feminine, cooperative women over here who are supportive. You looking back, you trying to comfort her and reassure her that everything's gonna be okay. Just come on. You're providing emotional support and reassurance. You sound like the woman now. That's what she's supposed to do. She's the emotional support. You the leader. So you supposed to, hey, come on, we walking down this path. This is the right thing to do. I got a great feeling about this. We gonna have some structure now. We're gonna have some rules in place. I'm gonna enforce. I'm gonna make sure we both straight, and we're gonna both win. Because if I win, you win. Women want winners. They want a man, and they should be able to brag about you. They want a man they can brag about, and they should be able to. If your girl can't brag on you, you got to get your shit together. See how everything comes back down to that? Everything comes back down to getting your shit together. If she's not willing to follow, you need to be willing to. And then I need you to walk with your chest up. I don't need you to sit there and convince her and waste time and explain and try to get her to see anything. She's not ready right now, and that's okay. She's not a worse person or a bad person for that. She was just in this relationship, and now you're ready for this type of relationship, and she's not ready yet. Now, who's to say, in a couple of months, years, however long it takes, maybe she'll wake up one day and she'll get it, and then she'll come back to you, and she'll make up for it, and then there'll be that thing. Y'all can get the ball rolling again. Maybe let her back in, and depending on how it ended, that's the thing that happens. It's very common, right? You don't just let anyone just back in, though. They got to earn that spot back in. That's why I said make up. Not nothing crazy, but she needs to earn her way back in. As apex men, like I said before, you need to be selfish with your time, your energy, and your access, right? But you got to make a decision. You can't force her to do it. But I guarantee you this, she will respect the hell out you, seeing that you're willing to walk down your path that you know is right for you. Add structure to your life, enforce it, and stick to it consistently. She'll respect the hell out you more than you sitting there trying to convince her and you sitting there following her lead. Yeah, because every moment that you sit there and you indulge in the chaos and you go back and forth and you waste time constantly reassuring her, and you're going down the right path, and she's just resistant to follow because she's used to the chaos that's holding you back. She can see that you're allowing her to hold you back. You're following her lead. You're in the feminine, she's in the masculine frame. She's not going to respect you, and that's why she doesn't, because you don't have your shit together. See, because like I said before, once you get your shit together, really all that really means is you're accumulating a bunch of wins. Now you have confidence. Real confidence has receipts you can fall back on. All right, women want the winner. And what I mean by receipts you can fall back on is, like let's say you had your own crib at one point, you were able to provide for yourself, pay all the bills. Something happened, life happened, and now you got to move back in with your family, your friends, something like that. You got to sleep on the couch for a little while. Your mindset will still be on, I've done it before, I could do it again. This is just a minor setback. We're going to be back in a little bit. Because your mindset is, you still got the confidence. You've done it already. If you did it one time, you do it again. Right? That's what getting your shit together is all about. And women can feel this. It oozes out of your pores. People, when you're out in public, will come up to you. They'll know. People will get out of the way for you when you're walking through. Okay? It's all about how you present yourself. It's all about the mindset. It's all about how you look, how you talk. I'm going to need y'all to speak from your chest. When you say something, I need you to fully believe what you're talking about. You don't need to be over-explaining or convincing shit to no one. If you know what you're talking about and you know it's right, you stand on that, you say it one time, and that's it. Okay? You got to understand when you get your shit together, it comes with a whole bunch of benefits. You become more structured. You're more selective now. You stop chasing. You become more calm because now you've introduced peace into your life, and it's fully on your own volition. It's your choice that you did this. You had full control over the peace that you implemented into your life. You made it happen. So what does that do? That allows for when women come into your life to already, they see the structure. They see you got the flushable wipes in the bathroom. They see you got the Febreze right there on the counter. They see you got a candle you can light up in the bathroom. You come back down, they see you already got the drink poured up for them. Cocktail looking real nice. You looking real nice. You got your hair cut. Your beard is trimmed up real nice. Your clothes are fitting you just right. Your muscles is busting through the goddamn sleeves. Your biceps is hard. Your triceps is harder. Your chest is out. And you're speaking with with some bass in your voice. They can respect that. Yeah, women will respect that. Because since the beginning of time, that's all they want. They want a man who can provide the most resources and the stability and protect them and make them feel safe. That's what they want. So instead of being a bitter woman hater, because you feel as though in your mind you're not that and you might not ever become that, instead of doing it, just become that. Just wake up, look in the mirror, evaluate what's going on in your life, and understand, okay, shit, I gotta go harder. It's real simple. And that's really what this gender war is coming down to. It's not even about, like, I'm getting tired of seeing it, like this whole, women, people think that, people think it's like a one gender is better than the other or one's worse than the other. In reality, men just don't understand women and women don't understand men. All right, women are naturally and instinctively wired that they looking for the best option who can provide for them, make them feel safe, and feel as though that they're protected and they're good with this guy. They want to attach themselves to a guy that they know is the shit, a winner. Okay? And guys want to stick their dick in everything, walking, and they want to get the most resources, and then eventually they want to settle down and take care of something for their legacy and provide and protect. That's our natural thing. And no one's better or worse than the other. It's just different. Okay? There is roles. And that's a topic for another video. This one's getting too long. I'm not about to dive into all that. Ultimately, you want to have structure, get your shit together, and do what you need to do as a man, and the rest will follow. Okay? Just like that coach and that teacher I was talking about. Set up a structure. If she either follows or she don't. We only deal with women over here, like I said, cooperative, submissive, naturally feminine, not no on and off switch on that bullshit. Okay, you can take a woman out of feeling comfortable and safe with you. Okay, but a woman should be feminine when you meet her, and she should stay feminine for the most part, right? It sounds completely ridiculous. Like, you never see a guy out here talking about something. I need to feel safe so I can be masculine. Like, we all know how dumb it sounds, right? So that's why I put this on here. Intelligent, and she needs to be beautiful too. That's what we attracting over here. All right, we all the other shit for the clowns, the birds and shit. We're not doing the birds and then that. All right, we're not even gonna speak on that. But the way you do it is simply by getting your shit together, guys. And yes, you got to get your income up. You need to have some stability and some security in your life. So you need a predictable income, some benefits. You should get a stable job, which that goes into just having a higher value skill. That's another topic for another video too. And you need to, excuse me, need some water in a minute here. And you need to make sure you do have a car. You know, don't need to be a fucking Lamborghini. You don't need a goddamn yacht. But you need to have your shit together and be presentable as a grown damn man. Okay? Look good, smell good, have confidence, be competent, okay? Have a high value skill, get out here in the world, make yourself the best version of yourself possible, attract higher quality opportunities, women, everything else will follow. Set a structure, get someone who could join the structure and follow it, and that's how you garner respect. Trust me. They will respect you. Stay disciplined, stay sharp, stay apex. You already know what's going on. Catch y'all later.